Mm, 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 mm. Hashtag Java is life. What is up, everybody? It is your boy Ismael Rosado, aka Sneaker Freaker, on both Instagram and Twitter, and I am back with another unbagging video. As you can see right here, huge haul. Courtesy of none other than Juliano Torres. If you guys saw my last unbagging video, you guys know me. Juliano did a fairly pleasant transaction, you could say. Pretty much he's trying to downsize, and I'm trying to upgrade. So it kind of works well, you could say, and it's just a perfect meetup. I'm off the whole week. It's beautiful outside, just gonna get nicer, so why not bring some heat out? So the way I'm doing this is just gonna be like a little story time video as well. I'm gonna go through each pair and pretty much tell you guys what it means to me, you could say. So like I stated earlier, I was going through my little collection, you could say, and just going through it and realizing it's missing a few key components. With that being said, it's missing Jordans. I mean, I have a nice collection of sneakers in general, mainly SBs. So I want to be a little bit different, you could say. So why not bring some heat to the table? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through each sneaker, tell you what it means to me, and so on and so forth. So the first pair that I have, and I shall. Thank you, Juliano. These right here are the Aqua 8s, the latest retro. As you can see, there is no OG box, but I am not complaining. What matters is what's on foot and what's inside. So it is the left shoe, followed by the right shoe. And condition overall speaks for itself. Usually I never ask for more pictures. Well, he has a tendency to send more pictures. It's just the way to do it, I guess. But I trust Juliano 125%, and I go by his word. And yeah, these are pretty clean. Very happy about these right here. So the Aqua 8s. This shoe came around the same time when I started getting into the shoe game back in 2008ish or so. And this model never really drew my attention, let alone the Aquas. And I bought a pair of Peapods at Buffalo Exchange, and then I also bought a pair of Aqua 8s at Buffalo Exchange back in 2010 or whatever. And I just never really got into it. I never really got into the whole the 8s, you could say, but it is a pretty dope shoe, and glad to have it in my possession. So that's my first story for the day, Aqua 8s. Move along to pick up number 2 of 4. We have Target. No OG box once again, but again, I am not complaining. What matters is the heat that's inside of the box. Now, what's in here? It's a pretty dope shoe, let alone model. As a matter of fact, before I got into the shoe game or whatever, the Fire Red 3s were my favorite Jordan of all time. Just, it was so iconic or whatever. And matter of fact, when I got into the shoe game, Complex broke down the Fire Red 3 or whatever. They used to do that back in the days in Complex magazine, where you pretty much broke down the silhouette of an upcoming Jordan, and the Fire Red 3s were right there. So that's when I started getting involved in Jordans and so on and so forth. And this pair I'm talking about is the 2000 and whoa. Okay, I'm thinking it's the retro that came out this year. Lo and behold, it's the retro from 2011. Nice. There it is. Minimal hairline cracking right there, but again, I am not complaining. With the 3s, the 4s, the 8s, that's irrelevant. That's gonna happen. But overall, man, very clean shoe, and I'm glad it's a 9. I thought it was 9.5, but it is a 9. This is the 2011 retro. All right, moving right along. And again, I knew what was in here, but this is my first time actually seeing these shoes in person. So yeah, True Lose and Aqua 8s. Moving right along. This is the best story of the video. Let's see the box, right? Size 9.5. Solid, solid, solid. Carmine 6s. Yes, sir. Alright, so the story about this shoe right here is the following. Now, I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this comment here, but it is what it is. That's the other shoe right there. Basically, back when the Raging Bull pack came out, the fire red, I mean the all red 5s and the 3M5s or whatever. When those came out, my nephew had a pair of CDP 6s, and he really wanted those all red 5s, and just wasn't budging. I wasn't budging, and then I finally gave in, and I got CDP 6s, and I gave up my dead stock RSV 5s or whatever. I only wore the shoe like one time. That was it. I only wore it one time. And then somebody offered me a pair of 2001 Concord 11s. And you know, back in the days, Concords was a very sought after sneaker, you could say. And the condition on the Concords was, it was cleanable, but it was just all in all, it was a bad trade on my end. It was a really stupid trade on my end or whatever. And I chose a name over a shoe, you could say, because my pair was like very, very near that stock. And those Concord 11s were just horrendously pissed yellow soles on the bottom. The laces in the middle was so worn that when I tightened it, like, the laces just snapped or whatever. Needless to say, I lost out heavily on that trade or whatever. And you know, back in the days, the internet wasn't popping, camera phones weren't popping back in the day, so you know, the shit was just grainy or whatever. And again, it was my loss, but I'm reunited. Some odd years later, I'm reunited. All right, and last but not least, this is like the last minute impulsive buy. Size 9, Nike Air Cruises. Colorway is Rush Blue and Gym Red. So let's get right into it. 7-minute marker. I apologize, Java. Put it over there so I don't spill anything. Nice. And they are, sorry. Usually I don't do solid color sneakers. I really don't. And that's the reason why I never got these. But something about this pair, it's probably the 3M, it's probably the little red accent right there. It's probably just all that and then some, but that's the reason why I chose these right here as my last impulsive buy or whatever. Again, my collection is lacking heavily on just a variety of things or whatever. And I'm glad that it has a little bit of flavor to it. Juliano made it look a little better than what it's looked so far. So Juliano, thank you very much. Again, there's no story behind these shoes right here, just for the fact that I wanted to, you know, have a little variety in my collection. So there it is right there. Ridiculously clean. They look a lot better in person, I will tell you that much. And up next from this model right here will probably be the Wheats, just because Wheat is just a very dope colorway in general. Very, very nice. Leather on the interior. Wow. Okay. All in all, man, I'm very pleased. Once again, great customer satisfaction. Juliano once again looked out for me, and I'm just very, very pleased, and I'm happy that my collection is looking a little better than what it's been looking for. That's gonna do it for me. That's the last of my pickups. I don't plan on picking anything up that I know of or whatever, unless I see something Buffalo Exchange or something on eBay that catches my eye. But I'm pretty much caught up right now financially and everything else, so that's gonna do it for my unboxing videos at the moment. And I might just take a look at my collection and bring out some shoes and do a review on the shoes that I have in my collection. But other than that, I think I'm pretty much good to go, man. I have a lot of heat to look after, you could say. So I want to thank you all for your support on my channel as always, and the videos as well. So I greatly appreciate it. As always, stay up, stay laced, stay fresh, drink that Java. More importantly, stay hydrated. It's hot as fuck outside. And I'm gonna talk to y'all on the next episode, which will be up whenever I decide to get a new pickup or do a review. All right, it's your boy Sneaky Freaker signing off.